Hello and welcome to the Horizon Camper Builds YouTube channel. My name is Eli, and in today's video I'm going to show you my latest completed camper build on a second generation 2007 Toyota Sienna. This Toyota Sienna will have my updated level 3 build level, which includes a stealth and outdoor camping setup, a solar battery AC and DC outlets, as well as an indoor and outdoor kitchen. To learn more about the build levels that I offer, visit www.horizoncamperbuilds.com. So in today's video, I'm going to briefly talk about the minivan itself, give you some basic information, and then the majority of the video will be focused on the features of the level 3 camper build. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the tour.
All right, folks, here we go. Again, this is a second generation 2007 Toyota Sienna. This one is a clean title. It has been owned by the same family pretty much its entire life, so one owner vehicle. Clean Carfax, original paint, still looks really good. Only has 99,000 miles. This vehicle has been very well maintained, and the best part about this Sienna is that it's a 2007 model, which means that it has a timing chain. No timing belt service. As you can see, it's 100% bone stock on the outside. Nothing gives it away as a camper, from the outside at least. So this would make a very effective stealth camper. The windows are blocked off because we have window inserts that can be removed from the inside. And I'm just walking around this vehicle just to show you how clean it is. Original paint still looks pretty good. We do have two 100-watt solar panels on the roof for a total output of 200 watts. But if you're looking at the solar panels at eye level, you can't even tell that they're on there. These are very thin solar panels, but as long as the sun's shining, the primary and the secondary battery, which we will discuss in just a moment, are always going to be charged because they're connected together through an isolator. So that's pretty much what it looks like on the outside. Let's go ahead and open it up to show you the interior as well as the camper build. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the interior, starting with the front. This is a gray cloth interior, and you could see the seats are in really good shape. No tears or rips. They're actually very clean. The driver's seat is power. The passenger seat is manual adjustment. The headliner also looks very clean and is in really good shape. It's not sagging. The carpet is also super clean. No stains. This is the LE model, so it has basic options, which include power windows. We do have two front power windows, as well as the two rear sliding door windows that will also go down. So this is a nice feature. If you're lounging inside, you can open up the windows to get some ventilation. These rear vent windows can also be opened about that much to allow more venting in the back. Everything in this interior works. You got power door locks, mirrors, cruise control. We have an upgraded Apple Android CarPlay with a backup camera. AC and heater works great. This is a 4-speed automatic. We got some outlets, lots and lots of storage all throughout the front of this interior. One of my favorite features about the LE model of the Siennas is that this is a center console. You got 4 cup holders, but you can go ahead and collapse it, and by doing that you create a walkway which allows you to access the camper build, which we will check out in just a moment. So that's pretty much what it looks like up here in the front. What I'd like to do now is go ahead and open the sliding door to show you the camper build in the back. All right, opening the automatic sliding door on the passenger side to show you the updated level 3 camper build. This is a completely removable build. You can remove this in approximately 45 minutes, and you can reinstall the second and third row seats back inside this vehicle to return this van back to a passenger vehicle configuration. So whatever you see in here is completely reversible and it's not permanent. In addition to being removable, this is a modular build, which means that we have 5 different sections to this build. You can actually remove the front section and partially install the second row captain seats, but keep everything back here if you don't want to install the third row seat. So you can at least turn it into a 4-passenger rather than a 7-passenger minivan. This build is also secured to the Sienna floor, and we have 4 anchor points to make sure that this build is super solid and secure while you're driving, so no rattling or squeaking noises whatsoever. The first thing that stands out to you is the color of this build. I decided to go with a stain called Colonial Maple, and I am very, very pleased with the result. I love the contrast between the gray interior and the color of this build. I actually think it turned out great. In addition to the staining, we do the regular routing of the edges, multiple sanding to create a very smooth feel to this build. You're currently seeing this in the single bed and bench configuration, which means that we only have a bed on one side, which also acts as a bench. This will allow you to be able to hang out in here, do some stealth camping. If you'd like more sleeping space, this can become a double bed. I'll show you that in a little bit. In this single bed and bench configuration, you have access to underneath open storage, lots and lots of space down here. Also, speaking of storage, we have some storage in this area right here. We have a shelf. This was left open intentionally, so you're able to use the cup holders as well as some extra storage in here. Over on this side, we have a shelf also that can be used as storage, but if you go ahead and reach over and flip this, this becomes a counter, and you could see the counter extends over to this side as well. This is a sink topper, and there's a sink underneath. I'll show you that in just a moment. Here you could see we also have access to the storage that came with the minivan, as well as the 2 cup holders. Over on this side, we have a removable hatch that allows you to access the storage in this area. These are the 5-gallon water containers, gray and fresh water for the sink. I'll show you that in a little bit. Okay, up here we have a indoor and outdoor sink. So if I go ahead and remove this topper, you could see the sink with the collapsible faucet. This is a stainless steel, about 13-inch round sink bowl. And here we have the faucet, and if I go ahead and activate the water pump, I'm able to dispense water. It's a little bit loud, but it works great, and the water pressure is actually really nice. What I like to do after I'm done using the sink is depressurize the water by turning off the water pump. Over on this side, we have a microwave. It's a small microwave, fits really nicely up here, and let me go ahead and show you that it works. And you can hear it working. And the battery and solar setup, just gonna go ahead and stop it. The battery and solar setup is plenty to be able to operate the microwave. You can see we have also the LED lights on. These are adjustable clip-on LED lights which can be moved anywhere in the build. And then you could see over on this side we have a DC outlet, and this is the battery level reader. And this is the on and off switch for the inverter, which powers the AC outlet, which has the microwave currently plugged into it. I'll show you that when we open the lift gate. You have a better view of that. In addition to the microwave, we also have a 30 quart 12 volt fridge that can be accessed from the inside as well as from the outside. You can see all the windows are blocked off. We have reflectics that have a really cool vinyl cover on the shiny part and easily removable, and you can see the back side of the reflectics is black, so you can't really tell that these are on the windows from the outside. Speaking of privacy, we also have a curtain that separates the driving area from the camping and lounging area. This is the walkway that I was showing you earlier up front, where you can actually, if you don't want to get out of your vehicle, you can make your way through here and be able to access the camper build when it's in the single bed and bench configuration. What I'd like to do now is go ahead and turn this into a double bed and show you what the setup looks like. Okay, I went ahead and turned this into a double bed for more sleeping space. You could see we have two mattresses now. Each one of these measures 25 by 75 inches, 4-inch thick foam removable cover so you can wash it. And now we have a total of 50 inches wide by 75-inch long sleeping space for 1 or 2 individuals. One thing to note is that when you are in this configuration, you can't access the storage underneath, so it would be wise to grab whatever you need, place it somewhere on top before you go ahead and set this up as a double bed. Okay, I'm in the back of the vehicle. I'm about to open up the lift gate so I can show you the outdoor access of the kitchen area. Again, this is an indoor-outdoor kitchen. I went ahead and removed the microwave that was placed right here just to show you what it would look like without the microwave. The microwave is completely optional. You could choose to remove it in order to take advantage of the extra counter space back here. We do have rings that would allow you to secure the microwave in place while you're driving. So here we go. This is what it looks like back here. This is a better view of the shelf in the back for storage. Down here we have the fridge that I showed you earlier, and you can also access it from the outside. Right next to the fridge we have some storage that came with the van. This is a little storage cubby area. Over on this side, this is the sink topper. Go ahead and remove it so you can see the sink again, easily accessed from the outside. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the sink cabinet to show you the setup down here. We got some storage right next to the 2 5-gallon water containers that can also be accessed from the inside. Here's your fresh water, here's your gray water. The water pump is up here. They can be removed very easily to dump the gray water and refill the fresh water. This opens this way and you can see it's nice and flat, which would allow you to also use this as a flat surface area in addition to the extension up here. If I go ahead and flip that over, I have even more counter space to be able to do some prepping and cooking if I'm doing some outdoor camping. Over on this side we have a single burner butane and propane stove. You could place it down here or you could place it up here and be able to do some cooking. I went ahead and opened up the stove so you can take a better look at it. You could see it's still in the wrapper, brand new. Actually everything in here, the appliances and the build itself, is brand new and has not been used yet. This area has been left open, you know, to be able to store the single burner stove, but also to access the factory jack that came with the minivan, and the spare tire is located right down here under the passenger side sliding door. What I'd like to do now is go ahead and show you the solar and battery setup that will allow you to do some off-grid camping. So earlier I showed you the 2 fixed 100-watt solar panels on the roof for a total output of 200 watts. Here is the solar controller. Currently you can see the voltage is 13.6 volts, and the secondary battery, which is located in this battery compartment, is getting charged by the solar panels. We also see a 1500 watt inverter, a fuse box, and some bus bars, some switches. We have a DC outlet to power the fridge, and this is the AC outlet that the microwave was plugging into earlier. There are 2 ways to charge the secondary battery. You can charge it by the solar panels when the vehicle is parked, or when you turn on the vehicle, you can charge it with the alternator. We have a smart isolator right down here, and this isolator will detect the voltage, whether from the solar panels or from the engine, and will automatically connect the starting battery to the rear battery in the back and allow you to charge the rear battery through the engine's alternator. Also, when you are parked and if there's lots and lots of sun, the voltage will go up on the rear battery, which will trigger the smart isolator to go ahead and also charge the starting battery. So as long as the sun is available, you'll always be able to start the vehicle because it is being continuously charged by the solar panels.
So that concludes today's video tour on this low mileage 2007 second generation Toyota Sienna level 3 camper. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.